Hello everybody, I'm szpeddy and I want to guide you through the new features of Minecraft 1.8. I already recorded this video and to be honest, it took me 9 hours to record all the new features because I came up with 140 new things that I want to show you in this video, and I guess that I was able to bring it down to 15 minutes now, so I hope that you enjoy the footage that you will see in just a moment. If you do, please do me a favor and go to the comment section, leave me a comment what's your favorite feature, leave me a like if you like in this video, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to see more Minecraft content. But now let's get into the new features of Minecraft 1.8. There's a new mob in the game called Endermite. An Endermite might spawn when an Enderman or a player teleports around. Endermite will despawn after 2 minutes unless it's named. The new hostile mob in the game called Guardian, which will spawn around ocean monuments. It attacks squid and players with a beam that they start to charge. The Guardian can survive on land but will jump around. Guardians drop prismarine shards, prismarine crystals and fish, and as rare drops salmon and pufferfish. There are 3 bosses in each ocean monument called Elder Guardian, which don't spawn naturally. Close to the Elder Guardian, a Elder Guardian might appear on the screen and the player will be given 5 minutes of mining fatigue 3. When being killed, the Elder Guardian will drop a wet sponge. There's a new friendly mob in the game called Rabbit, which drops raw rabbit, rabbit food and rabbit hide. Rabbits have different kinds of skin. There's a 1 in 1000 chance that a killer rabbit spawns instead of a rabbit, which then attacks the player. Rabbits can be tamed and bred with carrots, golden carrots and dandelions, but they cannot be bred until they're tamed. Tamed and untamed wolves will now attack skeletons. Named dogs and ocelots will now display a death message in chat when they die. Skeletons will now flee from dogs instead of fighting back. Slimes swim in water now. Slimes will now randomly change their direction of travel to stop them from getting stuck on walls or corners. Slimes will now despawn randomly if a player is further than 32 blocks away, just like any other mob. Enderman walks slightly faster now. Spiders and cave spiders can no longer draw a line of sight through opaque blocks. Blazes will try to shoot the player even through solid blocks. If a skeleton, wither skeleton, zombie or creeper is killed by a charged creeper, it will drop its head. But only 1 mob can drop its head per charged creeper. Iron golems do now attack creepers. Withers, iron golems and snow golems can be summoned in any orientation. Sheep now drop raw mutton besides wool. Growth of animals can now be speed up by using their breeding item. Villagers now have more professions. They are now the librarian, cleric, fisherman, farmer, fletcher, shepherd, butcher, leatherworker, armorer, toolsmith and weaponsmith. The profession of a villager can be seen in its GUI. When struck by lightning, a villager will turn into a witch. Villagers now only breed when they are willing. There's a chance villagers become willing when you trade with them. When a baby is born, villagers lose their willingness. Villagers become willing by consuming 3 bread, 12 potatoes or 12 carrots. Villagers will craft wheat into bread and share the food with other villagers to become willing. Farmer villagers will now plant and harvest the crop on fields. Trading offers will be less random and more useful. Villagers will now start with 2 to 4 trades from the beginning on. Trades will now unlock more frequently and also when you're not trading the last trade. Trading now gives you XP. Villagers no longer trade flint and steel. There are a few new blocks in the game. Diorite can be crafted out of cobblestone and nether quartz. Andesite can be crafted out of cobblestone and diorite. Granite can be crafted out of nether quartz and diorite. Polished diorite can be crafted out of 4 diorite. Polished andesite can be crafted out of 4 andesite. Coarse polished granite can be crafted out of 4 granite. Diorite, granite and andesite does naturally generate underground. There's a new dirt block where grass can't spread on that goes by the name chorus dirt, which you can find in mesas, mega taigas and savannas. And if you have an old world where there's dirt in these biomes, then they will get replaced with the new block since there's the same item ID for this block. Chorus dirt can be picked up by hand without silk touch. Using a hoe on chorus dirt will turn it into normal dirt. You can craft chorus dirt out of gravel and normal dirt. Red sandstone can be crafted out of 4 sand. Red sandstone stairs can be crafted out of 6 red sandstone. Sandstone slabs can be crafted out of 3 red sandstone. Loose red sandstone can be crafted out of 4 red sandstone. Coarse, chiseled red sandstone can be crafted out of 2 red sandstone slabs, but this one has a different texture than normal sandstone because it has a wither on it. Red sandstone naturally generates at cave entrances in mesas. Ocean monuments will generate in deep ocean, made out of prismarine, prismarine bricks, dark prismarines and sea lanterns. There are hidden rooms in ocean monuments where you can find gold and wet sponge. Ocean monuments will also generate in old worlds. Prismarine can be crafted out of 4 prismarine shards. Prismarine changes its texture during the day from a light color to a grey or purple tone. Prismarine bricks can be crafted out of 9 prismarine shards. To craft dark prismarine, you need to add an ink sac in the middle in the crafting recipe. Sea lanterns can be crafted out of 4 prismarine shards and 5 prismarine crystals. Like glowstone, sea lanterns emit a light level of 15 and have an animated texture. Sponges destroy 5 blocks of water around them in a spherical shape. Once touched water, a sponge will become a wet sponge. Sponge can only soak up water if it's touching the water. Smelting wet sponge will turn it into normal sponge again. Wet sponge drops water. Sponge can be found in ocean monuments or by killing elder guardians. A slime block can be crafted out of 9 slime balls. And out of the slime block you can craft 9 slime balls as well. Players and mobs that land on a slime block will bounce as if they were on a trampoline. You don't take any fall damage when landing on a slime block. Walking on slime blocks is much slower than normal. Placing and breaking slime blocks sound the same as slimes that get hurt. If a slime block gets pushed by a piston, it will try to move the blocks around it with it, but only 12 blocks can be moved in total. A slime block that gets moved by a piston will give a player momentum. There are now all 6 colors of fences. The crafting recipe for fences has changed, so now you have to put 4 wood blocks on the sides before you put the sticks in the middle. There are also now all 6 types of fence gates available. Using different kinds of wood for crafting a door will now give you 6 different doors. Crafting a door will now give you 3 doors out of 6 blocks. Doors can now be stacked up to 64 items. There is now an iron trapdoor that can't be opened with the hand but only with redstone power. The iron trapdoor is crafted out of 4 iron ingots. You can craft banners out of a stick and 4 wool blocks and place them against a wall or on the floor. You can create patterns on banners by using dye in different formations. Additional patterns can be created with a creeper head, a skeleton head, a brick, a oxide daisy, vines and a notch apple. You can only put up to 6 layers on a banner. It can be placed in 16 different orientations and on walls. Banner can be cloned with a blank banner of the same color. Top layer of a banner can be washed off in a cauldron. Can be used as fuel. Armor stands can be used to display your armor. Armor stands can be crafted out of a stone slab and 6 sticks arranged like this, and they stack up to 16. Stands are actually entities and therefore they can write minecarts. The new mutton, which is dropped by sheep, restores 2 saturation. In a furnace it becomes cooked mutton, which then restores 6 saturation. Raw rabbit, which is dropped by rabbits, restores 3 saturation. In a furnace you get cooked rabbit, which then restores 5 saturation. Rabbit hide can be crafted back to leather. Stew restores 10 hunger bars and therefore it's the best food source in the game. Crafted out of a bowl, a baked potato, a cooked rabbit, a carrot and a mushroom. Brewing an awkward potion with the rabbit's food will give you a potion of leaping, which will give you jump boost. The jump boost effect is like the normal one from the beacons and will have green particles around you. Chiseled stone brick is now craftable from 2 stone brick slabs. Smelting stone bricks will now give you cracked stone bricks. Binding a stone brick with a vine will give you moss stone bricks. Combining a cobblestone with a vine will give you mossy cobblestone. The beacon beam will change its color depending on what color of glass or glass pane you place on top, and these colors will even mix. Beacon beam goes now through all kinds of blocks that don't block off the light completely, so for example through water. Carrot now only restores 3 hunger instead of 4, and the baked potato only 5 hunger instead of 6. Dead bushes and saplings can now catch fire. And blocks can now be mined faster with an axe. Harvesting huge mushrooms with a silk touch enchantment will now give you the blocks in the corresponding mushroom color. Items and item frames can now be rotated in 8 different positions. The position of an item in an item frame can be detected with a comparator. Buttons can now be placed on the top and on the bottom of a block. Signal of a daylight sensor can be inverted by right-clicking it. A dispenser can be used to equip a pumpkin to a snow or iron golem, or wither skulls to create a wither. Powered activator rail will now shake minecarts, so any entity that is sitting in that minecart will get mounted off. TNT minecarts can now be ignited with a flame bow, but the explosions do not stack anymore. Written books can now be copied, and the copy of the original can be copied as well, so you get a copy of a copy, but the copy of a copy cannot be copied. Leather can now be mined faster with an axe. Arrows will lose momentum underwater. There's a new Depth Rider enchantment that lets you walk faster underwater and can only be applied to shoes. Enchanting does not only cost 1 to 3 levels, but you need to have the amount of levels that you can see on the right side in the enchantment GUI to unlock this enchantment. And you need to pay the enchantment table some lapis lazuli to do these enchantments, so 1 lapis for the first one, 3 lapis for the last one. And you can now see the enchantment that you will get on your item if you hover over it. But this will not change until you make any enchantment in this enchantment table, whether it's this item or another one. The repairing cost on an anvil got changed, so they are much cheaper now. The repairing costs of items now grow exponential. The repairing costs can't be kept low anymore by renaming the item. There is now cobblestone generating underneath the gravel road of villages, so the gravel can't collide into caves anymore. Ores will now get added to the closest village instead of the oldest village in range, so constructing big iron golem farms might change. Desert temples now spawn with hardened clay. There are now caves in deserts, mesas, mega taigers and mushroom biomes. The look of marshland in swamps has changed. And as the final feature, I want to show you that there are a few new options in the game, especially in the video settings. You can now change your render distance up to 32 chunks, but that's only recommended if you have enough memory allocated. Also, you might find some other tweaks here in the settings. So I hope that you enjoyed this video of the new features. As said in the beginning, it took me now quite some time to record all of this. But I hope that I could entertain you and bring you all the important information that you need for Minecraft 1.8. If you need now a new seed for your world, feel free to go to my channel and check out the seed finder videos. I have a few seeds already with all biomes within 2000 blocks, so that might be useful to you. And besides that, go to the comment section and leave me a comment with the feature you like the most in Minecraft 1.8, and also leave a like under this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more Minecraft content. I'm szpeddy and I'm out.